now tuned in. The most talked about podcast in the country. DT, unfiltered and uncensored. Now here's your host, DT.
Yo, it's your boy DT from DT's Unfiltered Uncensored live here on my special series Beyond the Trophies Inside the Minds of an Athlete. And what this show is about is talking to young athletes out here striving to be great at the sport they want to exceed at, whether it's football, basketball, soccer, baseball. I invite them into my studio to come sit down to get to know a little bit more about them as an athlete, as a human being. And it's a special invite that I sent out to different athletes to invite them out. So today, my special guest is a two-time high school champ, state champion. He won it 2 years. Very talented guard. He could shoot, could handle the ball, could do everything on the court. I got to watch him play last year, and I got to see a lot this year. And I've seen highlights, and I got to say he's one of the top guards I have seen in the state of Georgia. I want to welcome to my show Elijah Lewis.
Thank you. My name is Elijah Lewis. I'm a guard, Green Forest Christian Academy, and I'm committed to play for Coastal Alabama.
Hey, man, well, I appreciate you taking the moment to come on my show today. So how's your day going so far?
Pretty good. Came from a workout. Got ready.
Okay, cool, man, cool. So before we jump into a little bit about your journey in basketball, because that's what you play, let's talk about your early upbringings. Tell me a little bit about where you grew up at and some of the memories from your early childhood.
I grew up in Decatur, Georgia. When I started off playing baseball actually. So, and it was like I started to see like other sports. I started to get ready to play basketball, and then from there on, it was I had to pick a sport, and that's when I chose basketball. But I've always been more sports. I was always into sports when I was younger. So
Okay.
as soon as I got old enough to play sports, that's what I was
Okay. So growing up, and you grew up in Decatur, right? Okay. So what are some of the things you like to do as a kid that wasn't sports related? What's some stuff that you did growing up? Some memories that you have?
doing. Honestly, I used to go outside, ride bikes with my friends,
Okay.
pretty much just do stuff outside that kids would do, playing dirt, run around, hide and go seek, just stuff kids.
Okay. What do you celebrate Christmas?
Sir.
What is one of your most fondest memories of Christmas that you could think of?
I go to my grandma's house for every Christmas, so probably the games we play. We have this little dollar bill game.
Okay.
Pretty much, my cousin Cameron win every time, so
Okay.
trying to break that.
All right. And that's the grandma that's here?
Yes.
Okay. What was your favorite thing she made for Christmas? Let's talk about that. And
Mm,
she can hear you too, so she'll let you know that.
macaroni and cheese. I'm a big macaroni and cheese guy. So
Okay.
she know how to make macaroni and cheese.
Okay. She had that legendary macaroni and cheese.
Yes, sir.
Got you, man. Tell me a little bit about this dollar bill game you tell me about. How is it?
So we all put $1 in, and it's a bunch of us, so we don't know what the total is, but we all put $1 in, and they shake up. You write your name on a dollar bill,
Mhm.
and they pick it.
Mhm.
But for the last 2, 3, 4 years, the same cousin has been winning.
So
I feel like it's rigged.
I would say, do you feel like it's rigged? Because he won. So he win it every year. He won last 2 or 3 years. Okay.
Yeah, his mom won this year.
Huh?
Mom won this year.
Okay. Oh, so it's stuck and it stayed in the family, that circle right there. So did you bring it out that you thought it was rigged? Have you
Yeah,
mentioned that?
I be saying
What they say?
they be like, "Nah, it's not rigged. Just it's in the family."
So that's a tradition y'all do every year. How big the pot be? How
I don't know. I haven't really like looked into it, but I know it's a good amount of money.
it's a good amount of money.
Definitely
Okay.
get you some gas.
Okay, man. What's one of your favorite Christmas gift you ever received?
Uh, Probably hoverboard. That was when I was younger though.
Okay.
Hoverboard or PlayStation.
The hoverboard, how many times you fell off of it?
Uh, Maybe a couple times.
A couple
Yeah.
times. Okay. Was it hard to learn to ride it?
Nah, it's just balance.
Okay. And you said PlayStation. What's your favorite game?
Uh, right now, well, when I was younger, I used to play 2K a lot.
Mhm.
Now I don't really get on the game like that, but if I do get on the game, it's more like Fortnite.
Fortnite. Okay. Cool, man. So let's talk about what sport you said you started playing baseball first? What age?
That was probably like 5, 6. That was little league. I was
Okay.
still hitting off the tee then.
What you were playing? What, first base, second base,
I
pitch, or what?
was I was pitcher, and then when we got old enough to pitch, because the coach pitch first.
Yeah.
So when I got old enough to pitch, I played pitcher, and then I was out. I
Okay.
wasn't pitching.
Did you play for like a park, or were you like playing for?
I played. We played. No, it was just for a team.
Okay, because I know in Decatur you have parks like you have Glenwood. You have different parts like with
Gresham,
different.
yeah,
You have Gresham out there.
yeah.
So okay.
We had a team.
And so how long did you play baseball for?
I was uh 7, 7, 8,
7th, 8th grade, or 7, 8 year old?
5 to 8 years old.
Okay, so what made you stop playing?
Honestly, it was just the time conflicting, like, because AAU
Hmm.
and baseball is in the spring, so like it all used to come together. And I started getting good at basketball, so like I could do more with basketball than I could with baseball. So
Okay, okay, and so that's what you start. So when did you start playing basketball?
I always played basketball.
Okay,
So I was still, but rec league, so it wasn't like
okay,
too much. I wasn't playing AAU ball when I first started, so I
hmm,
was just doing rec league. That was like ball, so I didn't really have to worry about that. Then when I got older, like oh, maybe like 9, 10, then I started to play AAU, and then I had to make a choice.
and I was going to ask you, when did you cross over from rec to AAU?
I remember the exact game, the exact day. It was a Saturday. We played at Greater Travelers Rest. So the same baseball coach I play with, we also played for the church called Beulah.
Hmm.
So we used to play for this at GTR on Saturdays. We ended up playing the Metro Atlanta Kings, and that's an AAU team. They was very good back in the day. So and they ended up beating us by like 30. Then after that, my grandma went to go talk. Grandma and my mom went to go talk to them, and then I ended up playing there. And it took me a minute to speed up to get to their level because it was way more advanced. And
Okay,
then I ended up getting training and stuff like that, and I became better.
okay. How challenging was it for you to cross over from rec to travel ball?
At first, it was very challenging because the stuff they did that we didn't do in rec, like we were just doing regular basic stuff. And when you get to AU, you see how serious they take it,
Hmm.
how serious it changes.
Okay. And
It definitely speeds up too.
what you think was the most challenging part? And what was the least challenging part?
Really, the speed of the game was the most challenging part.
Okay.
It was always up and down.
Hmm.
Definitely, the easiest part was just really, I want to say, getting my skills to where it needed to be, but it wasn't that hard getting my skills to where it needed to be because I was already somewhat decent. I just had to make strides to catch up to the players that I was playing against.
Okay.
So I had flashes of greatness when I first came there, but I had to get all the way there. I started training.
I love the fact you said flash of greatness already in there. I like that. Okay. So you cross over from red to AAU. And what team you play for? Metro Kings, you said?
Metro. I started off at Metro Atlanta Kings,
How
and
many years you played with them?
uh, maybe about 3 or 4 years, and then we we merged with the Ball and Blazers.
Okay.
So then I stayed with that coach, the assistant coach. He became the head coach. So then we played on the Ball and Blazers, and then my school team, my high school, the Team Forest had an AAU team too.
Okay.
So I did not end up going to Team Forest, and I played there my whole high school.
Okay. Okay. Cool, man. So as you gradually moved up in AAU, when did you know mentally this is the sport that you want to play? That
Honest,
you were serious about basketball?
honestly, it was like maybe my 8th grade year.
Okay.
I knew I was like I could do something with it. I just wasn't putting the much. Well, I wasn't used to putting that much time into it as I do now.
Okay. Okay. So your 8th grade year, and was it a certain game that stood out that you like? Okay, yeah, I'm focused on nothing but basketball. Nothing else go get in my way. Was it a certain game, a memory that stood out for you?
Really, like in middle school, like I had I had a 50-point game, so I knew I could do stuff that a lot of people couldn't.
Uh huh.
So once I got to high school, I had to adapt, but I had coaches around me that helped me, so I knew I could do it. I just had to lock it in.
Okay, cool, man. So when you got older, what training, what some of the things that you worked on at a young age that helped you develop your skill when you used to train?
Honestly, ball handling. Ball
Okay.
handling was very important because without ball handling, you can't really go anywhere. You can't really do anything. So that was the most.
Unless you're 7 feet tall.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that's what I had to work on the most. Then just correcting my form.
Okay. When you train, what are some of your favorite drills and what some drills you don't like that much that you do, but you do them anyway?
Honestly, the things I don't like to do is just in general is just to run.
Hmm.
So a lot of running is just not the best for me. Even though I got to do it,
Right.
I don't like to do it. Then honestly, I like to shoot a lot. So
Okay.
a lot of shooting drills.
Okay. When you shoot your what ones you like mid range, 3 pointers, which ones you like the most to do?
I mostly focus on there
Okay.
because once I got to high school, one of my coaches was like, "Everybody's lost the art for mid range."
Hmm.
So that was what I used to start to perfect with my mid range game.
Okay.
So that definitely helped me a lot because you're not always gonna get to the basket. You gotta
Yeah.
and then once you get the mid range game, three will come.
Okay. Okay. Cool, man. So when you was it anybody that really inspired you to want to play basketball? Was it a relative, anybody that just caught your attention?
I mean, no, not really. We didn't have like a lot of. I mean, my dad played sports, but other than that, we didn't have a lot of players. I mean, people in our family that played sports. So my mom put me into sports. I
Mm.
just found the love for it there.
Okay, cool, man. So you get to so what made you choose Green Forest to go there for school?
Honestly, it was. I've been there my whole life,
Yeah.
and
Oh, so do you like the elementary school there? Okay,
middle school. I've been there since daycare.
okay.
I've been
Oh,
there since I was
okay.
2 years old. So when once I got to middle school, they like my mom and my grandma already knew that the team was good. So it was no point in taking me out of there. So once I got to high school and my coaches were following me in middle school, so they knew what I could do. Once I got to high school, it was just like it was ready to go. I didn't have no other choice but to stay there. And I didn't want to go anywhere else either.
Okay. I always wondered about Green Forest because funny thing when I used to miss the bus from school and we had to walk from where we like I lived in Rainbow Forest. Do
Mhm.
you know Rainbow Forest? I used to walk. We had to walk through Green Forest and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I always wondered about the school because I go to Columbia Elementary and stuff like that. So yeah, that's interesting. Same neck of the woods. That's awesome. What's special about Green Forest to you? What was so special about being there?
Honestly, it's definitely orange.
Hmm.
Everybody, it's not a big school, so everybody knows each other. Everybody is like a family.
Hmm.
So with all of that, you get all the love that you need and all the support that you need.
Hmm.
You just go out there and be you every
Hmm.
day, every night.
Okay. So entering high school, freshman year, tell me about it. How was it? How was it just coming into playing? 'Cause I think did you play varsity your freshman year?
No,
Okay.
that was the thing. Like I wanted to play. Like it was hard. It was hard for me. Like 'cause I wasn't in middle school. I wasn't like sitting on the bench as much.
Hmm.
So once I got to high school, it was like I got to go right back to low low pole, go right back up.
Hmm.
So that was really hard for me at first. It was a lot of days where I was like, why am I doing this? But then you just stick to it and you see why it all pays off.
So your freshman year, you played on the freshman squad. Oh,
I my 8th grade and 9th grade year, I played JV.
okay. So that's what I was trying to get. So because you was in Green Forest, you were able to play on the high school team in middle school.
Mhm.
Okay. So your eighth grade and ninth grade year, you was on JV. How was it playing on the JV squad? How was that for
Oh
you?
no, that was fun.
Okay.
I had fun. We had 7 footers. We still have footers playing JV, so
7 foot on some JV. Yeah. Good God,
we
Green
had a
Forest
we
always
had
had them.
we had a lot back then. So it was still fun. I enjoyed it. I just want to get in the big games, but now looking at it, like I know that I had to put way more work in to get there.
Hmm.
I wasn't. I don't. I in my head, I thought I was ready, but I really wasn't.
Okay. So your sophomore year was your first year playing varsity.
Yes, sir.
and which turned out to be a successful year. Tell me about your first year playing varsity
It
as a
was
sophomore.
it was fun. I definitely had people around me that pushed me and
Hmm.
helped me a lot, like some of my teammates. So it was definitely fun. That year I was more of a defensive guy. Like I came in there to play defense,
Okay.
but I still had my flashes of scoring because that's what I do.
Okay.
It was definitely a fun year to remember.
Did you start off as a starter, or did you start off come out the bench and became a starter? How was it?
I didn't I didn't start. I started a couple games
Okay.
at the end
Okay.
because the player was injured, and then I was supposed to start actually after we played Newton. I played good in the Newton game, and we went to Alabama that night,
Hmm.
so I got the starting job. That was my 10th grade year,
Okay.
and then that night I ended up getting in trouble in the hotel. So then that just canceled all my that
Well,
canceled all my, my starting hopes away because I told my family everything. I'm starting. I got the job. This is what I've been waiting for. This is my 10th grade year. And I got in trouble in the hotel, so I
what
didn't.
you do if I can say? If you want, can you
Nah,
say?
I could
Okay.
say it.
Okay.
Was we just forced playing in the hotel. At first, I wasn't even playing. It was just like it was like I'm gonna go get so and so. But then we trying to get him not to get the door.
Hmm.
And then dude that he said he was going to get was banging on the door. He was trying to stop us.
Hmm.
So then he hit the door, and then our coach and him was just standing right there. He seen us.
Wow.
That
And yeah, that's how y'all get in trouble. Going out of town, y'all take it. Y'all have too much fun. Boy, I've been down that road because I coach AAU, and I used to get those calls to my room from the front desk. Hey, can you tell your team to go sit down and start running through the hotel and stuff like that? And you had to. Sometimes you as a coach, you don't want to be the bad guy, but you got to come be the bad guy and stuff like that. Y'all got to go to your room, or you're not playing, and that used to be frustrating. But so, how long did it take for you to turn back around and get that starting spot back, or was it completely off the table the rest of
I
the season?
mean, I I didn't even get it back. It was just like, but it was like 4 or 5 games at the closer to the end of the year where I got to start, and
Okay.
then after that it was playoff time, and then we pretty much blew out everybody. So I got some pretty good minutes, and then the state championship game I didn't play that much, but I got in for like maybe like a minute or two, and after that
Let's talk about that run. How was that run? That your first title run. How was that for you?
it was definitely hard during practice, but
Mhm.
easier in the game.
Okay.
So the the hardest game we probably had to play to get to the championship was the Galloway game, and even though their best player got injured, like close to the start of the game, they still kept up. They
Hmm.
still put up a fight. But once we got to the state championship game, it was pretty much good. The We played Kingsbridge in the championship, so when we played them, it didn't start off that well. And then we ended up going to one of our zones where we was very lanky back then. So our whole started 5 or 6, 5 and up. So
Hmm.
after we went into that zone defense, it was pretty much good.
Okay. What was the feeling like when you finally won the champ? When you the final whistle blew and y'all threw the ball up in the air and you knew y'all won the title. What was that
It was
feeling like?
just exciting. It was definitely a great moment to know that all the work you put in the season paid off. We went on like a 25-game winning streak just to get there. We only lost about 3 or 4 games. After the Newton game, we didn't lose. After that Christmas break, we didn't lose.
Okay.
It was definitely a grind. We was happy to get there and
Okay. So your junior year, y'all coming off a championship run. Excited a whole you did y'all have majority of y'all seniors come back or was
win.
okay? So
Well, no,
well let's put like did y'all how about your starters? How many of your starters came back from?
only one came back,
Okay.
which was our big man, and then our other 7 footer came off the bench my 10th grade year.
Okay.
He started. Both the 7 footers started. Then it was me and Isaiah
Hmm.
on the interview.
Yeah. Okay.
Me, Isaiah. Then we had Caleb, which he came from JV and it played all.
Okay.
Except for the
Okay. Let me ask you a question before we jump. How do you feel about when people criticize y'all and talk about oh Green Forest, all they do is cheat to win? Because I hear that all the time and I feel like it's jealousy. How do you feel
I
about that?
mean, honestly, you just gotta let it roll off back.
Yeah.
You can't really get too much in it. We know what goes on inside of the school,
Right.
what goes on inside of that gym.
Yeah.
So if y'all were winning, then y'all wouldn't be saying nothing about cheating.
Exactly.
So you just gotta let it go.
Okay.
Don't get too
Okay.
much into it.
Jumping into your junior season, like I said, y'all coming off a state championship run. Everybody excited. You coming back. You excited. I think you started your whole junior season, right? So you knew you most likely you're going to be starting. Tell me a little bit about that season before we jump to the playoff. How did you feel going for that season?
It was good. I just feel like we got a little bit complacent because we knew we had 2 7 footers, so we didn't think nobody could really beat us.
Right.
So that was really our
And y'all went on a run. Y'all still had a winning streak that year too, didn't you?
yeah, but it wasn't as big as the winning streak we just had our temporary.
Okay.
We had a pretty good uh wins.
Okay. That season, I got this. That's when I got to see you play. It was at I think it was
Norcross.
Norcross. Yeah, it was that game, and you and Isaiah, y'all showed out and put on a show for everybody. And then also, I think Mike had a good game too as well. He came out the bench as well. No, he's a very talented young man. How did you feel that game? That was a good game for y'all. That Norcross game. How did you feel about that?
That was a great game. We played Parkview that game.
Uh,
Definitely had fun that game. It was a great game. Uh, we got our I think both our bigs had double digits and we had double digits. So it was definitely a good game for the starter group. And then we had Mike that came off the bench.
mhm.
So and he came and produced. It was a great game.
Okay, okay. And I know at that stage you didn't know much about me. When I came up, I said, "Yeah, I
No, no,
got."
no. I actually did. Cause you remember we used to play each other. We played each other when you coached Living Legends.
I did.
Yeah.
What team you was on?
It was the Decatur Pythons. It was like right after quarantine. And we used to play at this gym. And I remember playing y'all. I played y'all like twice.
So did you play against my team or did you play against my older team?
I think I played against your older team.
Okay. Did y'all win?
I don't no, I don't think we did. I don't think we did.
Because it was if it was right after the pandemic and that Mike was on my team. So no, you played against him when I had Nicholas, Jeremiah, and
Yep.
John. Yeah, no, that was probably my best team I
Yeah,
ever
that was a good
had.
team.
That was my best team I ever had. When I coached AAU for 10 years, and hands down said that's my best team because I had talented players that knew how to actually play the game of basketball. I had Jeremiah, I had Nicholas, I had DJ. I had a lot of core players that knew how to play.
That's
So yeah.
how I met Nick too during
Oh,
that game.
okay. Oh, so you know. Also, you know Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
We went to Miller Grove.
Yeah. And I the one got him to transfer to Miller Grove because he was originally at Maynard Jackson,
Mhm.
but because he decided not to play for Bo Bell, and Bo Bell got ties with the coach at Maynard
Yeah.
Jackson, they took him away from. They took him off varsity and put him on the freshman squad when he was supposed to be on varsity. Then they won't play him. So I said, no, you need to go to Miller Grove.
Yeah, that was a good move though.
Go to Miller Grove. So he got to do more at Miller Grove. So I did a write up on you and Isaiah. I thought y'all was very talented. It was got to watch you play. And I said, okay. Because originally I wanted to see Mike. I was coming out to see Mike. Me and Mike had that bond and relationship. So I was happy that he went to Green Fork because we
He
talked, huh?
He wasn't playing him at Drew.
Yeah, but I don't know if he told you he got in trouble at Drew
Yeah,
too.
he
The
told me
same
that.
thing you got in trouble
Hotel,
for.
yeah.
He
told me.
he told me about it after the fact. What happened? I said, Mike, you know you can't be acting up in the hotel. But at that stage, Mike was still immature. Because when I coached him, he said an immaturity. I know he matured a lot now.
Yeah.
He looked growner now, but he matured a lot. But back then he was still in that young, goofing around.
That's how I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy serious about
Right.
it. Like this year when we had to go on our little hotel trips, I was far away from the trouble. I always
Yeah.
stayed in my room, ready to go.
And see, Mike actually told me before he Coach, what you think about if I remember had conversation, what do you think about go to Green Forest? He would tell me that. I said, yeah, I told you to get away from Drew. Because I said, you already burnt your bridge with them. So you're not gonna repair that bridge. And I said, plus Drew not going nowhere. So yeah, go somewhere else. And then all of a sudden then turn around. He's with
Yeah, because I remember him. I went to a workout in the summer. He was working out with our assistant coach, Coach BJ. That was his first time coming out there since he was young. Because he used to go there when he was younger. So
yeah, he did tell me something about that.
he went there when he was younger. Then he came back in high school. Once he did that, and we didn't have like a Like, we didn't play a lot of people our 11th year, so Mike was like the only one that came off the bench,
Right.
so it was pretty good.
So let's talk about that champion, that playoff run that ended the way it shouldn't have ended. Tell me about that.
Mm, the first 3 rounds pretty cool. We didn't have much competition, and then once we got to that Final Four game, we played at Valdosta,
Hmm.
and the death percentage. I don't like playing in gyms like that. So if I don't have if I don't know how to explain it, but in Valdosta, it's like they have a goal, but it's nothing behind it.
Hmm.
So it's like kind of throws me off.
Hmm.
It has like some bleachers behind it, but it's a lot of space before the bleachers. So it just the death percentage kind of threw me off. But once we got to that game, we looked at them on film. In that film room, we was like, man, we got them. We ain't worried. Once we got to the game, they was trying their hardest. Like, it's a Final Four game, so they trying their hardest. We came out there and took it for granted, and it was about 4 seconds left. We up by one, and they threw the ball down, caught it, turned around. The ball looked like it was going this way, ended up going this way, hitting the backboard and going in. Counted it. They ended up losing state championship.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I ain't gonna say who it was, but one of my guys went to the game. One of my media guys went to the game, and he said that he came out and he said y'all was cheated by the refs. You don't have to say, but he said the refs cheated y'all at that game. He said some calls was called that shouldn't have been called, but it seemed like it was going against Green. You don't have to say it, but that what he told me. He's a creditable media guy. He said they had some calls on Green Forest that weren't called, so he felt like the refs was trying to help the other team. We had a phone conversation about because I was like, how Green Forest win? Because I seen it tweeted out there, and I said something to him about it. Then he picked up the phone. He called me. He said that game was BS because he said they was targeting Green Forest.
I mean, but that's normal for us. Like, we know we not expecting no calls going on the road. Definitely, that was only like an hour away from them. That's a 4 hour drive for us
Hmm.
to even get there. That's an hour for them to the opposing team to get there.
Hmm.
So every time we get on the road, even if it's a big game or not, our coaches tell us not to expect calls. So either way, we should have came out there and handled our business, which we
Right.
should have did. Didn't. We was taking it for granted. That's an easy 20-point win.
Right.
Another state championship after that, because the team they played after that wasn't that good either.
Right.
And the score was like 38-45 the
Right.
state championship game. So like it's just like we came out there and took it for granted. So I can't really blame it on the refs. That's on us.
Yeah, I know you can't blame, but when the media guy said he ain't one thing I can tell you, he's very brutally honest about his stuff. So when he told me that, I knew it was true because I expected y'all. I'm gonna be honest, I expected y'all to win, and I wanted Mike to get a ring. I was like, I want Mike to win the state championship to show Drew Charter School look what y'all lost and stuff. Which they did lose because I don't know what Drew Charter has done since. I ain't even heard nothing about them since Mike left.
Yeah, it ain't nothing.
So I was happy this season. So coming off a loss in the Final Four your junior season, you come into your senior year, your last year. I know the goal was you want to get a state championship your senior year, and you want to lead the team because I know your sophomore year you didn't lead the team. You were just a role player on the team, so you got a ring, but it wasn't that emotion in you like as you really helped the team. So tell me about this past season for you.
This year, it all started summer. To be honest,
Okay.
after we ended the season, it was about May. I got to working out, and then we got to June. So you start playing you in like April.
Hmm.
So then you got to June, and I'm working out every day, 6 a.m. So after that, my June life periods for like high school. So we went back to high school, and we didn't have that good of a turnout. So after that, our coach, maybe like a couple weeks later, our coach called us and he was like, bringing another piece, which was Russ. He came from South Carolina.
Hmm.
So once we got there and we all got in the gym, it was pretty good. And then we got to the season, and it took a lot of work because at first Mike was the point guard,
Hmm.
and we had to move Mike off the ball. And we put Russ at point. So that it was pretty much a smooth sail.
Hmm.
We didn't have to worry about. We had some games we could have won. because we went 28-8 or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and 2, 3, 4 of those games.
Okay.
But it was definitely fun leading them. It was emotional once we got to the state championship and won.
Okay.
It was,
Let's not jump. Let's not go that head real quick. So through the season, what was your most exciting game, your best game, your senior year for
it
you?
was Landon
Okay, tell me why.
because it was it was just the year before that they did me so bad. Like I I didn't score that game,
Mm-hmm.
and they was keying and they was forcing me left the whole game,
Mm-hmm.
and I had about 4 or 5 turnovers in the game.
Uh-huh.
So we ended up playing them again next year at our school, and I had maybe like 5 points the first half and 17 the second half, and I had the game winner.
Okay.
So that was definitely my favorite game. Uh, just in getting my get back,
Okay.
definitely.
In your senior year. So
Yeah.
it like the end of the journey right there. You got it back. What was it in miss talking
Oh yeah, definitely.
okay.
From it started, I know the coach, one of the assistant coaches. I seen him. He was working a couple camps I went to in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So then he started talking from the start of the game and the warm ups to the end of the game, but and then talking from the players. But that definitely helped fuel me to go out there and do what I had to do.
Okay, okay. And so after the buzzer went out, what was your emotions like after that game?
I was excited. It was like this is what I worked for.
Mm-hmm.
And then the move that I did is something we work on. Me and one of my coaches, Coach Darty, we work on it a lot. It's just a simple shot, fake shot. That's what I did in the game. So it was definitely a great moment to know that work is paying off.
Did you meet my other coach after? Did you give him a look or
Nah,
anything?
but once we got in the line, we talked. I told him I was like, "This is what I do."
Mm-hmm. What he say?
He was like, "I know you talented." He was like, "You just got to talk." But that's what fueled me. Definitely
Right.
that game.
What what was your best stat line of the season? You would say. What
Uh,
game was it?
I had a game where I had 28 off of straight layups. But
Really? They
I was
let you
at
get to the basket that many times?
yeah, it was we played this team in Alabama called Coleman. They pretty much pressed most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So once we found out the press, it was just like we got stops and I was getting downhill.
Okay.
That was 28, then uh 25 the next day
Oh,
against Paul Bryant in Alabama too.
okay.
Those are pretty two good games.
Okay. Um, so y'all have a great regular season. Then the y'all won region again. Y'all won region every year, right? Yeah, ain't never lost region. So you get to state playoffs and I know you having flashbacks of last year when you
Yeah,
lost in the
most
final.
definitely. We would talk about it like, bro, we can't go out like that. Just if that happened, like we talking about, we Jamaican though. We talking about if that happened, I might just quit basketball. But yeah, we just talking,
Yeah.
but we definitely didn't want to go out the way we did.
Okay.
So,
What was the most challenging game in the state playoffs?
mm, I would say my Final Four game
Okay.
that was challenging for me,
Okay.
and then it was challenging for the team as well
Who y'all
because
played?
we played Macon County,
Okay.
and to get there, we had to play McIntosh
Okay.
or something like that, one of those teams,
Okay.
and I got face guarded that whole McIntosh game. I still played good. We
Okay.
ended up going to that Final Four game, played at Fort Valley,
Okay.
and again, it was the death percentage. Just nothing being behind. I don't know. It's just like me. I don't know. I couldn't focus. I don't focus well in those sightings.
Mm-hmm.
But that's something I gotta get better.
Okay.
Knowing I gotta go into college next year,
Right.
so it was challenging for me. And I think we was up by like 15, 20, and ended up making a run.
Okay.
Came back. It was down by like 5, and that was like we knew we had to lock in because we were seeing flashbacks, like you said, from the year past.
Right.
So once we did that, uh, it was pretty much easy. We started getting stops and we ended up going back up. But Mike definitely helped a lot that game because he started off the game with like 7 3 straight.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were all focused on me, so he had 20 points in the first half.
Wow. Okay.
But he didn't. But then the foul trouble happened, so he didn't really play that much in the second half.
Okay.
But we ended up sealing, getting the dub, and closing it out.
Okay. So let's jump to the state championship. Who y'all played against?
Uh, Manchester.
Okay. So l- got to the final is your final game of your high school season. What were your emotions like before the jump ball? Because you know in your head, this it. I'm done. After this, it's college. I'm no more high school. I'm out of here. What was your emotions like?
No, I was this year. I'm surprised, but most of my big games was calm,
Okay.
and I was very calm. I was very calm before the game. I think the only game I was really anxious was the Final Four. But
Okay.
the rest of these games, state championship game, I
Mhm.
was calm. I was ready to go. So once we got in the game, it was pretty much smooth sail. Came out and did what I needed to do. I ended the game with 18. I could have ended with more. I just had fouls.
Okay.
But
So what was it like once that final whistle blown and y'all won the state championship and you knew this was it? What was it like for you?
emotional. Like I hugged all my coaches.
Hmm.
It was just like it was like that's exactly what I did right at the end. Hug my coaches because they did everything they could to get us here, and we helped get what they wanted to get, what we wanted to get.
Okay. Okay, man. That's awesome. So how does it feel to be a two-time high school state champion?
It's great. It's definitely good to go on your resume because when you go to college, coach know you got a winner coming.
Right. Definitely. So how many offers did you have before you made a commitment?
I think I had 8.
Hey, okay. So, and where did you decide to commit to?
I went to Coastal Alabama.
Okay, what made you commit to them?
So a lot of my schools were schools from Alabama because at the Alabama tournament, all those Alabama community colleges start to see me.
Hmm.
So after that, I talked to coaches and stuff like that. But once you start getting offers from some schools, schools just start coming in and offering you just because they don't want you to go to another school.
Right.
So after I had a conversation with Coach Taylor, which is my head coach at Coastal Alabama, we got on a Zoom call for like an hour with my coach and my mom,
Hmm.
and they was making the effort to show that they wanted me. And the Zoom call, he talked to my folks and we went through goals and stuff that he wanted me to have for the season, and he gave me goals that he wanted to have for me.
Okay.
So then I went to visit. I just felt like that was the best place for me to go and ask my grandma.
Okay.
And I'm listening to my grandma words. She's been here longer than I have, so
Okay.
she felt good about the coach's instincts. It was the best place for me to go.
Awesome, man. How long is the drive from where you?
4 hours,
Not bad.
30 minutes. I get an hour. Yeah,
You
but it's
flying?
close to like the Florida.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you going down,
Like
close to like Panama City and stuff like that.
it's like how far was it away? Like 4 hours.
4 hours from y'all, but
Four
from
hours from uh Coastal Alabama.
okay. And how far is from Panama City? You think?
From Coastal.
Yeah.
Nah, it's 4 hours from Coastal to get to Panama.
Oh, it is. Okay.
From Georgia, I think it's
Okay. 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 Cool. Cool. Um. So what do you think is your best memory from high school? Your favorite memory? It could be sports related. It could be just something about school. Your favorite memory that you go cherish.
probably my my 12th grade year was fun just in general.
Mm.
My team, like my whole team was like together. Like we didn't have a lot of problems. Like problems we did have, like
Mm.
they stayed inside our circle
Okay.
and we hashed it all out. But on the court we was brothers. Off the courts we had a lot of fun. We would go out at school, hotel. Yeah, it was fun. Like when we had downtime, we all chill with each other. It was fun.
Okay.
It was everything in general was a great memory. I didn't have no bad.
Okay. What was your favorite location to travel to? 'Cause I know Green Forest travel everywhere out of state. What was your favorite city and state you went to go play?
Just in general,
Yeah, just with Green Forest. One location that you had, you enjoyed it when y'all went there.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Playing Arkansas my 11th grade year. That was fun.
Okay, that's unusual. Arkansas. Okay, tell me why. Tell me Arkansas.
I don't know. It was fun. The place we played at like a big convention center.
Okay.
we ended up playing the Arkansas team one of our last games to end the tournament, and it was packed. Like they had a good player. But
Mhm.
the rest of their team wasn't doing nothing, but it was a fun trip. Uh, Again, like we all family, so it was fun to be around them.
Mhm.
And it was a gas station right next to the hotel, so McDonald's right there.
It was convenient.
Yeah, it was convenient. It was real fun. They had bowling trip there for us to go
Okay.
to. Alabama was fun too. They had bowling for us as well.
Okay.
So,
What was one city and state you went to that you said, I don't want to come back? I played there, but I ain't have fun. It was like I just can't wait to get back home. Did you have one of them?
no, not really. Well,
Even during AAU,
oh,
you can
AAU.
throw AAU
Oh
into it as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. I think we went to. I know I've been to Oklahoma. I think Indianapolis. It was not there to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that was probably my worst.
Your least favorite. Okay.
And it was very long. We driving.
Got you. Got you. I don't like those long drives. Boy, you'd hate that because we drove to Kentucky and that was a long drive when we did that. I think it was like 8 or 9 hours. So yeah, that's too long. What's your most fondest memory of AAU?
Getting my first offer.
Okay.
I remember that day. Uh, I had a game where I had 30 points. That's when I start to like really take off when my junior year
Hmm.
of AU. Well, my 12th year. That's going into my 12th year. So it was just me getting that first offer. That offer was from Reinhardt, and
Okay.
I had 30 points that game. I think right after the game, he texted me on Twitter, asked for my GPA, and I told him my GPA, and he offered me right after that.
Okay. Okay.
That was
Cool. All right, man. So knowing a little bit more about you, what type of music do Elijah like to listen to?
I listen to I listen to rap. I can mix it up. Might
Mhm.
listen to some R&B, old school music. It
So let me like I know if you ride with grandma, you ain't listen to rap or you in the car.
she don't really care what I
Okay.
she don't really care what I listen to, but I kind of like I just let her listen to her music.
Okay. What grandma what y'all listen to when you ride with grandma?
She just be having this station on like jazz.
Okay.
She had it on what did she have? Old school. It was old school music.
Okay. Okay. Because when I was younger, grandma might know this, but I'm an old soul. Like
Mhm.
when I grew up, I wasn't listening to the music my friend listened to. Like I love rap, but I wasn't listening to rap. Like I'm gonna tell you a little quick story. When one day we was all hanging out, so everybody got took a turn to play on music, and my friend we were playing rap, they playing Tupac and all that. I'm a bit Tupac and love Tupac. I popped in Smokey Roberts. My friends looked at me and they're like, "Man, if you don't turn this off, this is not this is what our parents listen to." I said, "This is what I listen to because my parents. I grew up. That what my parents listen to. So I love that type of music."
That's what some of my friends they be calling me old because I listen to some music sometimes. Old school music.
But it's good music.
Yeah,
See that
it's
thing,
good.
but they
It
gotta
is good
realize that
music.
it don't have to be about cussing and bang banging, shooting up and stuff like that. And I like now y'all generation rap music, I can't really listen to. I'm be honest, because it makes what I grew up off sounds great. Because
No,
right
it
now,
doesn't. No,
huh?
it doesn't. It's not because y'all talk crazy too. Y'all done had some crazy
No, we
songs.
did, but I'm just saying some of it. But some of y'all
No,
be
yeah,
lying.
we do. Like the younger people, yeah, they get
Now I ain't
crazy.
saying all y'all music,
Yeah,
but some of the people some artists y'all listen to, I'll be like, what is he saying? I
oh
don't
yeah,
understand the
they
words.
get crazy.
Because people we listen to, like our most difficult person to understand was Mystica. But I understand what Mystica's saying because he just talks so fast. But a lot of y'all say, I was like, what is y'all what? What then my team be like, Coach, you don't know what he's saying? No, what is he saying? And then sometimes they don't even know what he's saying. So I'll be
It
like,
just sound good.
it's not that what it is sounds good. So who is your GOAT of music?
Go to music.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put no name
You
out
give me the
there.
top three. Who your top three?
My top three in rap.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of
Okay. Who else?
Gunna, Young Thug. I can go Future.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If all three of them had concert at one time, you gonna choose one? Who you at the same time? Who you gonna see?
see Gunna. That's my favorite rapper. I'm gonna go see Gunna.
If you're taking a girl on a date, who you going? Who you taking to see?
Gunna.
You
She gonna have to come see Gunna with me.
okay? R&B. Who? Since you say you
Mm,
listen to that, so
R&B. What do we like? R&B is like Janae Aiko, like
it can be whatever you want. Whatever R&B. Who are your top three? Who you like in R&B?
Summer Walker. I listen
Okay.
to like Summer Walker, Janae Aiko. So that's the most women I listen
See, men do R&B too, but you make it seem like they like women just R&B. See, that's a difference. Is one thing I respect about your generation on this. Growing up in my era, if guys listen to female R&B, it was they just what I didn't care because I still listen to all. I listen to men and female. This generation, y'all can listen to both and nobody criticize y'all. But in my generation, I come be like I come popping on Whitney Houston. I come popping on Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson. Even though those I love them, I come popping because everybody looking like why you live? But your generation, I go one to a lot of people, they love Summer Walker. Y'all hear I hear that all the time, and I say I respect that because y'all generation is no stereotype of where he saw because he listened to female. No, it's just because she
It's
makes
just good music, yeah.
good music. It got nothing to do with it because it's a male or female and stuff like that. So I respect that about you. Comes to basketball, giving your top three of all time.
I got LeBron number one, uh, MJ, Kobe.
We got the same top three, just different orders, but we got the same top three.
Who your top three?
You know who number one is?
MJ.
MJ.
I can't give it to you.
I give it to why you can't give it to me?
Can't give
Okay.
it to you.
That's why. Tell me why.
MJ is just not like if LeBron was back then, like he would dominate. And
I'm gonna put it like this. He would be good, he'd be great. I don't think he would dominate.
He would dominate.
I don't think he would dominate.
Like the players Michael Jordan was playing are 2 times less talented than the players that LeBron's playing right now.
But that's different. But back then, but now y'all can't play defense like they played defense back then. LeBron every time he get hit, he cries. Y'all
what y'all was saying on internet and during the game.
But it's true. I watch him.
I watch him too.
Yeah, and I can say that it was a lot of talented players back then on Jordan, but it wasn't skill level. Yeah, skill level because they have more to offer now than they did back then. But back then, players wasn't taking game off, having load management.
LeBron
oh my
don't
God,
do that like that either, unless he's actually hurt.
Say what?
LeBron wasn't.
I ain't saying LeBron talking about this generation.
Yeah, this generation
and stuff like that. But this generation, you can't play defense like you could play back then. Like that, it makes it easier for the offensive player to score.
But it's because we're so it's people that's so talented now. We so talented.
No, it's not talented because let me tell you, since they changed the rules in the last couple months, people ain't been scoring like they've been scoring because they got bump you and hit you and stuff like that. So they ain't getting off on that. But back then, they can hit you upside the head, they can elbow you, can knock you down,
right?
And then they don't call down, blow the whistle on them.
But that's protection of the players. You see, once the game evolves, you gotta protect the players.
No, you ain't got to know, but it makes it easy, but it makes it boring. Because I'm be honest, this has been this is probably one of the worst seasons of basketball I ever watched because it was like 150 to 141. Like where was the defense play?
It was like a glorified scrimmage until like the end of the game.
Yeah, and then after the All-Star, and I'm glad what they did at the All-Star, which made it horrible. I don't like. I haven't watched the full All-Star game in the last 5 to 6 years because nobody played. It's just like a scrimmage game. Yeah. So after what they did, that's when they changed the defensive rule. So lately, that's why these players are getting upset. And I'm supposed to be interviewing one of the referees. He been refereeing for 30 years, and he coached an AAU team called Shooter Paradise. And he's one of the time he ref now. He was actually one that he gave a controversial call in one of LeBron games, and it was the end of the game foul call. But I talked to him, and I'm trying to get approval from the NBA. He's supposed to come on my show so I can interview him. But he told me yes. He said the defensive rule changed. He said, but they didn't tell the players. He said that's the issue. He said we didn't notify the players that it would change. That's why players are complaining about why it is not being called. But yeah, he tell you right now. You can talk to him. He been 30 years. He even says I ain't gonna mention who he is, but he even still gives Jordan. He told me stories about Jordan, coaching Jordan, and that's why I enjoyed talking to him. I can't wait to have a conversation with him because he breath LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, so it's a bunch of stories. So definitely when I do that interview, I definitely want you to see that. But I get you. Like I said, I'm not knocking LeBron. I got LeBron number 3 on my list. So
Three?
yeah, Kobe. He ain't such a Kobe. No, Kobe. No, Kobe and Mike, MJ, my 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
You got it.
No, I get that. I ain't. And the thing about it is, I got LeBron number 3, but I'm not even a fan of LeBron. LeBron, I'm not. I
You
love.
see his dominance.
Huh?
You see his dominance.
That's why he number 3. Yeah, I respect that. I give him that, but I'm not a fan. I don't root for him. I root for him off the court. I love what he does off the court, but on the court, I don't. I just don't like his antics. I don't like his politics. How he get people traded. What he do? He run from team to team. He try to build super team. No, he do. He builds super team.
What super team did he build?
Miami was a super team.
Okay, he came to a team.
Yeah,
He didn't build that.
Yeah, he did build it because they all came for LeBron.
He didn't build that.
Wade
and Bosh was already there.
No, Bosh came with LeBron. Bosh came with LeBron.
Bosh came with LeBron, but Wade was already there.
Yo, he came up with Wade. It was built the super team. It was LeBron's super team. And still, then how they did Dirk, made fun of Dirk. Then guess what happened? Dirk took him out and won the championship.
Right.
And then he ran back to Cleveland because they got Kyrie, and Kyrie was dominant.
He gave them a championship.
Yeah, then he ran in, and then they always got to build to put a top 15 player around him. Anthony Davis. That bubble championship don't count. Yeah. I want to know that because I think if we win the regular season, they wouldn't have won. Cause they ain't won since. They ain't did nothing since.
Because they playing the Nuggets.
But
you're right.
LeBron is the GOAT. AD's gonna be good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. His teammates, they don't play no defense. Lakers don't play no defense in general. They playing that talented the Nuggets team.
They should have beat the Nuggets. Everybody was scared. Everybody was scared that they would. Oh, I think Lakers gonna actually beat the Nuggets. I said, why nobody have faith in it? I feel like the Nuggets going. Now Nuggets may not win this series.
Yeah, for sure.
Ant-Man, he's a killer. I love Ant. I tell people Ant is one of my favorite players, and I could just see he's going to be. Jason Tatum thought he could be the face of the league. I don't even think Wimmy gonna be the face over. I think Ant gonna get that spot. Ant showing his. You know, I can't wait to see the game because if they win, if Minnesota win tonight, Denver's not coming back and win this series.
Because I seen them like trying to get double screens, triple screens with Jamal Murray to even get off the ball. Like Minnesota playing defense.
Yeah, so they're gonna be interested. It's a must win for Denver tonight.
Yeah, this game. They going back to Minnesota after this.
Yeah, and I know that this interview gonna be played way after that, but it's a must win. Okay, so if you had the opportunity to have a one-on-one dinner with anyone, whether they are famous, not rich, whatever, to get information on or just get advice from them, who would you pick?
Great. Never really thought about it. But the only thing that's really popping in my head is probably LeBron.
Okay. Tell me why.
Just he has knowledge on and off the court that can get me to where I want to be. Body wise, the recovery he takes, and then off the court with what he invests in, what he puts his money in.
Okay. I like that. What's your favorite TV show?
I don't really watch TV like that, but once I did start watching like series and stuff like Boondocks, I watch Boondocks. Boondocks funny to me.
Okay, cool, man. What is one of your guilty pleasures? Something that you do that you know you shouldn't do, but it's something you like, junk food or something. What is that?
Yeah, I get off on junk food.
What's your favorite?
Candy, but I stopped trying to eat a lot.
Okay.
And hot chips. Yeah, I stopped eating.
Okay, cool. If you had the opportunity when you make it, what's your dream team to play for? NBA team. If you could pick a team, if you knew that you guaranteed to get drafted by the team, who would it be?
I probably want to stay home.
Stay home. So you go boot Trae Young out, take his spot?
I don't think Trae gonna stay. So.
Okay, but if you did, you go boot him out, take his spot?
Yeah, it's happened like that.
Okay, man. What are your goals after sports?
after sports, it's just to find a job that could get me through
Okay.
life comfortably.
Okay. Do you have a certain is it a what's your major gonna be?
For first 2 years, I'm gonna take general education because
Hmm.
at a JUCO, once you transfer out of a JUCO, a 4-year school may not want the same business credits that you had at
Right.
community college to take to a 4-year
So
school.
you go just take out your basic class, and when
Yeah,
you transfer, you ain't got to worry about that no
yeah,
more.
I can really sit down and pick what I really want to pick instead of making a quick decision.
Okay. Okay. Cool, man. Well, man, it was great to have you on the show and everything. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to, or anybody you want?
Just just to all my coaches, my family, definitely. I appreciate all my family. That's who helped me get here.
Okay. You don't want to give them a shout about names or
I
anything?
mean, it's a lot. Like,
Okay. Well, some of the key ones, like family members or anything.
my grandma, my mom, just like all my family
Okay.
supported me. So it's just like everybody is equal. Like everybody support me when I need them to support me. If it comes to paying for my training or getting me some shoes, just everybody. Honestly,
Got you, man. Um, I have one question for you. Do you feel like this? I meant to ask you this question before I let you go, Dean. Do you feel like sometimes people are overhyped on social media? Like,
'cause we play top players.
yeah,
You're gonna see who really about it and who not.
yeah. And I always tell players, I don't people don't highlight mixtape. They be like a minute on like 45 seconds, 50 seconds. And you notice the person, it'd be like 5 different color uniform they have flipped from like
Yeah,
home and away, but it's in 45 seconds. And then they send it to me. I used to get players in. I like this 45 second, but this one play from this game, one play for that game. So that's not showing me a complete game. That's showing me clips and stuff like that. I always tell people, I say, social media, oh, hype it. Cause people, maybe I see comments of, oh man, you lit, oh, you blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, but it's like 5 games crammed into 45 seconds. So that's not telling you a lot about that player.
telling you he ain't doing what he needs to do.
Yeah, now if it was that same game, you seen the same team, it's 45 seconds and he got the same uniform, then
He getting kind of busy.
yeah, exactly. Okay, man. Well, you want to tell everybody how they can follow you on all social media?
On Instagram, you can follow me at I'm Elijah Lewis. And Twitter is elewis_30.
All right, man. Well, once again, I appreciate you taking the moment to come sit down with me for the interview. This is your boy DT. You're watching Behind the Trophy Inside the Mind of an Athlete. As a lot of people always hit me up, how can they get on this platform? How they get on the show? In order to be on my show, I have to see something in you for me to invite you out. It's just not everybody come do this show. You see me at events, I'm booked. I'm booked to do that event. So I'm gonna interview everybody. But this is more intimate for us to sit down and get to know each other. And I got to know Elijah a little bit more than I knew prior to this interview. So if you're interested, send me don't send me no minutes that's 45 seconds of 5 different games. Send me game footage or send me an invite to come to your game so I can see you, because they're gonna tell me a lot. I just don't want to invite nobody out and you not really taking it serious. But man, like I said, I appreciate you taking a moment to come sit down with me. I wish you the best of luck in your next endeavor and college, and keep working. So hopefully one day I can say, dang, I know Elijah, he gonna be in the NBA or over there. But don't forget about me. Don't when I hit you like, don't like, I'm like, what's up? You're like, who it is? And like, new phone, who it is? I'm like, the DT. DT, who? No, don't do me like that.
I ain't about you.
Okay, man, because I know you got talent. Whether it was playing in the NBA, overseas, I definitely go see you. And also, make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Look above, you see all my platforms on up here, my Twitter, my Twitch, my Instagram, and my subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, man. Thank you once again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's DT. You have just now listened to the most talked about podcast in the country. DT, unfiltered, uncensored. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time. Damn. DT.